Namaste students, myself JVN Dr. Arun Singh, Faculty of Education Mythology, Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University, Jaipur. I welcome to all of you in my digital class. I am at first semester. We will discuss the topic Plato, education philosophy of Plato. Plato philosophy, a very individuals should devote his life to what the best fitted for him to do. The important functions of education is to determine that what every individual is by nature capable and fitted of doing things. Next, poor leadership will lead to wrong decisions. Next points, social justice is given what is due to whom it is due. The physical objectives are not permanent representations of unchanging ideas along give true knowledge as they are known by mind. Next points, intellectual aristocracy is the rule of intellectual elites. Next, and individuals who should be endowed with superior intelligence and possess impeccable integrity. Introduction. Plato was born in Athens in 427 BC in a wealthy and influential family. Plato begins his philosophical careers as a student of Socrates. When the master died, Plato traveled to Egypt and Italy, studied with students of Pythagoras, and spent several years advising the ruling family of Syracuse. Eventually, he returned to Athens and established his own school of philosophy at the academy. Okay, his work related to education, Republic, is a dialogue which discusses the education necessary to produce such a society. It is an education of a strange sort. He called it pareidolia, nearly impossible to translate into modern idioms. Pareidolia refers to the process whereby the physical, mental, and spiritual developments of the individuals is of paramount importance. It is the education of the total individuals. He discusses early education mainly in the Republic, written about 385 BCE, and in the laws. His last work, on which he was still at work at the end of his life, Plato epistemology. He distinguished between the reality presented to us by our senses, sight, touch, taste, sound, and smell, and the essence or form of that reality. In other words, reality is always changing. Knowledge of reality is individuals. It is particular. It is knowledge only to be individuals, nor it is not universal. There are three sources of knowledge. Firstly, knowledge obtained from senses, that is knowledge of objects, color, taste, touch, etc. But Plato does not consider this as real knowledge. An opinion regarding any objects, but this knowledge cannot be referred upon as the views of every person differ regarding the same objects. Knowledge through minds or wisdom, it is the highest degree of knowledge, which includes virtue like truth, godness, and beauty. This knowledge is idealistic and is based on original thinkings. The characteristics of knowledge is that it is found in the form of universal truth. Okay, the highest goal of education, Plato believed, is the knowledge of good to nature, to nurture of man to a better humans being. It is not merely an awareness of particular benefits and pleasures. Okay, education system according to Plato, children enter a school at 6, where they first learn the theory, reading, writing, and counting, and then engage with music and sports. Teaching methods according to Plato. Plato recommended play methods, खेल methods. Play methods at elementary levels. Students should learn by doing. करके सीखने वाला मेथड प्लेटो रिफर करते हैं. एंड व्हेन ही सी रीच द हायर लेवल ऑफ एजुकेशन, हिज रीजन would be trained in the process of thinking and abstracting. Plato wanted motivation and interest in learning. He was against the use of force in education. According to Plato, do not then train youths by force and harshness, but direct them to it by what amuses their minds, so that you may be better able to discover with accuracy and peculiar vent of the genius of each. Teaching methods according to Plato. Plato wanted a place where children love to go and stay there, and they play with things and enhance their education to playing methods को प्लेटो सजेस्ट करते हैं. प्लेटो gave importance to nursery educations, as nursery education play a vital role in the education of mind, and it helped to build his moral characters and state of minds. The most important parts of education is proper training in the nursery. Role of teacher. According to Plato, in plan of education, the educator is considered to have greatest importance. He is like torch bearers who leads a man lying in the dark cave out of darkness into the bright light of the outside worlds. The teacher is thus the constant guides of the students. The teacher must be a person of high integrity and must possess high self-worth. Okay. In a nutshell, Plato polis or states is essentially in education community. It is created by education. It can survive only on conditions that all the citizens receive an education that enables them to make rational political decisions. It is up to education is preserve the state intact and to defend it against all harmful motivations. The aim of education is not personal growth but service of the state, which is the guarantor of the happiness of its citizens for as long as they allow it to be the embodiment of justice. Education must be compulsory for all. Thank you.